Hi families, hi students. This video is for both of you, students and families. In this video, I'm going to be going over our distance learning schedule, some of the materials to bring to class, and what to expect for a typical class time. Okay, I'm Ms. Irving, and happy to be back and teaching all of you, and I cannot wait to see your faces on Monday. Okay, so let's get into it. So looking at the schedule, here is my schedule with all of the other classes removed. So you'll see that we are going to meet on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm going to be focusing mainly on language arts for this video because social studies is going to be really similar to all of your other classes. So the day begins at 9:30, class begins. And that means that you are ready, you're prepared, you're not strolling in, rolling in at 9:35. No, it means I would say at 9:15 you're getting yourself set up and you're getting your materials. So that's your notebook, your pen or pencil. I would recommend that if you have an independent reading book, an actual independent reading book that you have, a book, otherwise an ebook, but we'll talk more about your reading in the future. Maybe also some Post-its with you as well. So you're prepared, ready to go. I thought it might be nice for us, since we don't get to see each other and be together, that we have a little bit of time prior to class where you can chat and socialize. So from 9:15 to 9:30, I'm setting up a Google Hangout, and it's going to be called the Breakfast Club, where you can just come in and, have your tea, have your breakfast, or be ready to go. And I'm going to put on, if you can request some songs, I'm going to put some songs on. It's just a time for you guys to get to chat, and I'll have it on in the background, and just thought that would be a nice way to start our day together. Okay, then class begins at 9:30. So when I was looking at this schedule, I was concerned about being able to effectively teach all of you in one Google Hangout. So I said, you know what, this isn't going to work. So what I've chosen to do is split up the time between both cores, where I am going to be actively teaching you. So this just allows me to give you more feedback, for you to ask questions, and I think for me to be a more efficient and effective teacher. So that's how the hour is going to be split up. We're going to call it Group 1 and Group 2. So Group 1 is the 9:30 to 10 o'clock group that I will be teaching first. And then Group 2 will be the 10 to 10:30 group that I will teach second. That being said, the entire hour of time is devoted to your work in language arts. So you are there and present for that entire time. You're at your desk or wherever the quiet space that you're working. So I'm going to get into what that hour is going to look like, how it's going to be broken up for both groups. I'm going to start with Group 1 and show you a visual of what that will look like. So Group 1, you're there in class at 9:30. And in class means that you're going to be in our Google Hangout. So Google has just unrolled this nice feature of when you go to Google Classroom, you have a Meet link. And so you don't have to go looking for that link anywhere. It's right here. You'll click on it, and that's where our class will begin. So I would say around 9:25, you're in there and you're ready to participate. You have all your materials ready to go. Okay, so that makes it really nice and easy. There we go. Okay, let's go back to our schedule. So that 9:30, that Group 1, the first 10 to 12 minutes, I will be teaching you, similar to our writers and readers workshop. So that is 10 to 12 minutes where I will be doing a mini lesson. Then the next 15 to 20 minutes is going to be your independent work time. So that's reading or writing, and based off of the lesson that I taught. So that is the active time where you guys are getting right to work on what our focus is for the day. So that's 15 to 20 minutes. And during that time, we're in the Google Hangout together. I'm going to be checking in. I'm going to be conferring with you, answering questions, looking at your work that you're producing, might most likely on a Google Doc, on Google Classroom. So that's a time for you to get feedback. And then we're at 10 o'clock. So at that 10 o'clock time, I'm going to move over to group 1 and begin to do the same, mirrored with them. So what you're going to be doing in group 1 is you're going to continue your work, continue the assignment. I might, if you finish your work, you might do something extra, like work on something like Quill, which is an online grammar program. Could be that you're continuing or you're working on some independent reading. You're done with the assignment does not mean, say you're done with the assignment at 9:45, you're not done with class, okay? So I'll have a list of things that you can do after your work is done. So it could be independent reading, Quill, like I had said. Okay, so that's the first group 1. How is it going to work for group 2? Group 2, again, you begin class at 9:30. You are going to be required to be in the Google Hangout for the entire hour. So again, you'll go to Google Classroom and you're going to sign in. That's my way of taking attendance, saying you are there. And just to be clear, attendance is mandatory in these sessions. So group 2, you come in to the Google Hangout. You also go to Google Classroom, and you're going to see your assignment for the day in your stream. So I'll have it assignment for Monday, April 13th. You'll go in, click on that, and then you'll go to whatever the instructions are that will be listed there for you. And they'll most likely be written out in step-by-step, easy steps to follow, questions, and you'll begin on that work. So that's your independent work time for group 2. And then at 10 o'clock, I will leave group 1's hangout, come into your hangout, and then just like I did with Core 1, with the first group, I will give you a 10 to 12 minute mini lesson where I teach, you listen, and then the next 15 to 20 minutes will be the opportunity, the time for you to continue the assignment, or actually more to do your independent reading and writing work, where I can confer with you and give you feedback. Okay, so I hope for all of you that is clear. I am here to answer questions. Please read over together the distance learning expectations that were sent out by Dr. Brown and Mr. Sable. Really important that we're all clear on that and on the same page. And then let me quickly give you my schedule as well. So after class ends at 10:30, then you're going to have a 10:30 to 11 o'clock break. And that's going to be followed by social studies. For social studies, it's going to be an hour session where I will be available in a Google Hangout, but it will most likely be, you'll have the instructions, you'll work independently, possibly work together in small breakout groups, but it won't be structured like language arts is. And then you'll also see at the end of the day on Monday that from 2 to 3 are my office hours. It might be that I require that you check in during that time if I saw that maybe you didn't produce any work during our class time together. Maybe you have some questions, maybe you want some feedback, which is great. Use that time. So that will be time where I'm available to you. And I'm also available to you throughout the week, of course. Best way to reach out is email, but also to attend those office hours. And then you'll see that on Friday, what I have posted for you guys is use Friday to check Google Classroom, to email a teacher with questions. That's all of your teachers. Complete any work missing from the week. So the hope is that we have this work time during the week, and we're using that efficiently so that we're not our work is not bleeding into other parts of our life, because I know that it's a lot right now. Okay. So excited to see all of you on Monday. Really, really looking forward to this opportunity to work with you guys again and, figure this out together. So hope you're all well, feeling great, and I will see you on Monday. Please email me with any questions.